straight with no chaser. I'ma give it to you straight with no chaser. Straight with no chaser. I'ma give it to you straight with no chaser. Hey, what's going on? It's the one and only ManDeleon, the Al Capone of the microphone, and you are tuned in to ManDeleon, straight with no chaser. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, coming to check me out. It's always a good thing. But tonight I have a special guest, man. I always like to support businesses. This is definitely a great Black-owned business, but not only that, it's a great company, and it's something that's needed. It's always good to, when you have something and you serve a need, So, but without further ado, I want to introduce the founder and the creator of HAIRREAU, Pharmacist, Robert Peterson. How you doing?
How you doing, ManDeleon? How you doing, sir?
I'm good. So first of all, I want to thank you for coming on ManDeleon, straight with no chaser.
Glad to be on. Glad I could really come in and add to your show, man. I'm excited.
Appreciate that. So, first of all, before we get into what you do and the business and everything like that, give my people a little background about yourself and how you're a pharmacist, but like how long how you became a pharmacist and how long and all of that.
Yeah, I've been a pharmacist a little bit more than 3 decades. Pharmacy was my passion. When I was in high school, I had to decide what I was going to do, and I didn't really have any role models at the time to really tell me. So I had an opportunity to work at a hospital, and this pharmacist, his name was Jack Parker. I'll never forget it. He was a white guy, and I just out of the blue, man, I just asked him if I could come in and work in the pharmacy. And I was like the grass boy. I used to cut the grass at the hospital. I had a job up there where I was cutting the grass and picking up paper and all that kind of stuff. But I was always looking at this guy with his white coat on. He was walking around and had his board and had his cart. And I saw him getting medicine out of it. And one day I was coming out of the cafeteria and I said, "What do you do?" He said, "I'm a pharmacist." I said, "What do they do?" He said, "Well, they give people their medicine and they make sure that their medicine is right." I said, "Wow, that's amazing. Can I come in and see what you do?" He said, Sure. I don't want you to get in trouble because, I know you're working. Right. I've seen you out in the yard." And so one day, man, he got an opportunity where, he had a little time and he let me come in. And man, when I got in there and I saw all the drugs and I saw everything and I said, "Oh man, I really could like doing this." He saw me interested, man, and it was the first time somebody really took me up and just said, "Oh man." First time somebody saw me being interested enough to really want to give me an opportunity to try and see if I wanted to do something. And you don't get this from everybody, And I guess he saw my work ethic, how I was working outside and how I was kept the yards, the grounds clean and everything. I was mannerable. I said, "Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am." And, so long story short, he got me, he allowed me to come in and work a couple of hours a day, when I got through with my job. And, I'll tell you that because I'm the last person you would think will become a pharmacist, because I just did not come from a background to put me in that kind of situation. I was supposed to be a statistic, man, come from a single mom, came out of the backwoods of Alabama. But I had a burning desire that I was going to make it somehow or another. I was not going to give up. I was going to make it. So that opportunity at the hospital, man, it gave me encouragement. And when someone to have someone give me to care about me, man, to care about me, to the fact that, I don't know, it just seemed like it just took that to make me just say, oh man, I'm going to be a pharmacist. And check this out. I was not taking the courses that were leading down that path. So when I finally realized what I needed to do, man, I found out I needed to take physics, calculus, I need chemistry, all that stuff. And man, those are the courses that I ran from. So
right.
this was about in the 10th grade.
Okay.
And man, so I had to go back and catch up on a lot of stuff that I used to run from. But I was so determined, man, that, I didn't make real good grades because I was behind, because I really ran from those courses. So I made a lot of D's, a lot of C's, some F's, man, in high school. And I finally, when I graduated from high school, went off to college. The first college I went to, I flunked out because I was just so far behind. When I finally got the motivation to go and do what I wanted to do, I didn't have the, the framework, the preparatory work to get me there. Long story short, I went into college, flunked out. This is at Troy State University down in Alabama. And I joined the military. And that was the best thing that happened to me, man, as far as building my confidence and giving me what I needed to excel at anything.
What branch?
Army.
Okay.
Army, yeah. I joined the Army, reserves, though.
Okay.
And I was a weekend warrior. And, man, I'm telling you, that experience right there is golden. And I think that's why I think young people really need to consider going into the military. A lot of kids are afraid of it. They don't want to go to war and all that kind of stuff. But I'm telling you, it gave me the confidence that I needed to make it in pharmacy school, to make it in my career, because pharmacy was hard, man. It was very hard. But going to the military, I came out, I did my basic training, went my AIT, and basic training I did in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. AIT I did it in Fort Lee, Virginia. And man, this was back in 1983. I think back in 1983. I'm dating myself.
But thank you for your service first. Let me say that, fellow.
But I'm trying to lay a little foundation. I'm not gonna
definitely.
I'm not gonna belay the point. You can edit it up and chop it up. But I just want
to you were fine. You were fine. I love all of it. This is needed. Because like I said, it explains where everything comes from.
Well, this is what made the man.
Exactly.
Made the man. So basically, a concise version. I went to the military. And man, going through that process of breaking down and building back up of a man just gave me so much motivation and determination and stamina, everything I needed, man, to get me through pharmacy school. Because I didn't know I was going to need that. I really didn't realize how hard pharmacy school was going to be. But because I went into the military, and because of what they put me through and how they made me into a man and how all that hard work I had to do, man, I'm telling you, when I came back and reapplied to a new school, man, I'm talking about, it was just, I was a different animal. I was like, I could study 6-7 hours, no problem. I'm talking about anything I needed to do, biology, chemistry. I was behind, but I was catching up. And so many professors saw me and they saw how determined I was, always in the library, always trying to, study and trying to and being inquisitive, that, people, a lot of professors just took me under their wings and just, cultivated me and helped me to, get my grades up and do what I need to do to make it, man. And so I went on from, flunked out Troy State University. Let me tell you this story too. Flunked out Troy State, went to the military, came back, and I was trying to get in Albany State, which is HBCU. And Albany State had the same grading scale as Troy State. So I didn't get in. On the way back home, I passed by a little junior college, man, called Andrew College. It was a white college, Methodist school in Cuthbert, Georgia. And man, something just told me to go in there. And that was the bit. That was the best. That you know, they say God speaks to you and tell you things, and you have to listen.
Right.
And man, I'm telling you, no one would have thought that. No one. I never heard of this school. It had to be God sent.
Right.
I never heard of the school, but it was on my way back home, and something told me to go in there. And man, when I went in there. And I told them I was what my major was and what I wanted to do. And they had a curriculum. It was like, man, they were just trying to, because it was a little school. They needed students.
Right. They was like,
they were like, oh man, yeah, come on, man. They were just trying to get me in there. And I was black too, and it was all school.
Oh man, you want to kill this quota? Oh man,
they were like, man, come on. They were showing me financial aid, man. And man, I'm talking about. And when I got enrolled and got there, I felt so relieved. I said, oh my God. I said, this is me. And it was a small Methodist school. I think they had maybe about 800, maybe 600 or 800 students. So a small class size, man. Troy State had, I think, like 10 to 15,000 students. And we were in big old classes. Professors didn't care about you.
Right.
This school, man, I'm talking about, I think our class I was like 15. And bro, I'm talking about that allowed me to thrive, man. I made A's and B's, and I got my grades up, man. I'll never forget this chemistry teacher, Miss Bobby Lickett. I'll never forget it, man. She made me her lab assistant. And man, I'm telling you, that woman taught me, she caught me up on everything that I was behind on, and she was determined that I was gonna make it. And it's heartfelt. It's an older white lady. She's probably done passed on now. But she told me exactly what to do, how to do it, and where to go to get in pharmacy school. And man, I'm telling you, to the T, it worked. It worked. She told me to go and talk to the when I finished my coursework. Well, when I finished my coursework at Andrew, it was a 2-year school. I went there and I had to apply for the University of Georgia College of Pharmacy. And she told me who to go talk to the dean. She told me it was Dean Ansel. I'll never forget it. And told me to go and shake his hand. And because she was saying that, you know, in pharmacy school, basically, they put your folders on a table and all the professors go around and they just make a decision on who they're going to let in. They'll say, okay, they put a pass on that. And then they'll say, not ready yet or not ready to pass. So how they know who they're going to accept is if they've met you or if they've talked to you or if they shook your hand, they'll remember you when that time's coming. They go around, and I didn't realize that's what they do. But yeah, they say they have a big old meeting, big old boardroom. And they put all the applicants' folder on a table, so all the professors walk around and they look and they read, and it's just as simple as that, man. That's how they make a decision on who's going to come in.
Like, oh, I remember him. I remember him. He was a nice young man.
Right. So I went up there and shook his hand, and she told me, make sure you shake his hand, don't break it, but give him a firm handshake. And I remember shaking Dean Ansel's hand, man. I shook that hand, man. Yeah, I was gonna make sure he remembered me. And man, I got accepted, man. I got accepted at the University of Georgia Pharmacy School. That was the most proud time I ever had in my life, man. To finally realize, oh man, I'm going to become a pharmacist. Because to me, pre-pharmacy, trying to get in pharmacy school was harder than pharmacy school.
Right.
You know why? Because I had tried so hard to get in. Once I got in and got that white coat on and I was going to classes every day, I told myself, I'm getting out of here. I don't care what I have to do. I'm coming out.
Right.
You know, my thing was getting in. I'm not going to get in and not get out.
Right.
So long story short, graduated from University of Georgia Pharmacy School, came out and just started working retail. And About 5 years in the retail, man, I was doing real well, and I just did not like the fact that, man, something was empty. I've always wanted to own a business. Something was empty inside of me, and I just said, man, I was counseling real good, and I was getting customer service awards and sales awards, but I was just liking something. And one day I was out there and I was counseling a patient, and I was looking at this cream, and I said, man, I'm counseling and telling people about all this stuff, and the one common denominator is that all these products are somebody else's. They're somebody else's. So I said, I got to make me a product. I got to fix something. I got to make my own product. So man, I went to work. So, and I don't know how I stumbled or settled in on a hand cream, but in 2009, I got a hand cream. What's it now? What was that at Walmart? I don't think it was before then. No, I think it was early 2000. Early 2000s, right after I used to own a GNC franchise, and it was right after then that I said, okay, well, hey, the GNC franchise didn't work out. I'm convoluting everything. I had a GNC franchise that didn't work out well because the anchor store, the Kmart that was in the shopping center I was in, filed bankruptcy, and the whole shopping center died.
So your store was inside.
My store we had to close that store, but I was still working as a pharmacist. I had a manager and everything in that GNC, the health food store. It was nice. I enjoyed that. I kept it for about 3.5 years, almost 4 years, and we did very well. I had to file bankruptcy and all that, so that's another long story. But yeah, so I got the when I decided to do the hand cream, it was good, but I couldn't really get it off the ground because I was selling it to doctors and nurses, and the hand cream I got a trademark and everything. It's called Hand Cover.
So explain just real quick, because you was kind of going. Talk to me about the hand cream. So what was the whole thing with the hand cream?
Okay, I had to find a product. I got tired of recommending everybody else stuff in the pharmacy.
Right.
And counseling people and say, oh, you need to use this product because it has this in it, has this, doing all this. So there was a hand cream that I will always recommend. I don't remember the name. I don't really want to put it out there like that. I'm not advertising, but there was hand cream. Right, no free advertising, right? But yeah, and I was saying, so what I did, I went and looked at what they had in their cream, and I said, oh man, okay, well, I'm gonna kind of piggyback off them, but I'm gonna make mine better. So I went to work and just did some research, went online and just read a lot of books about creams and the best moisturizer and all that. And I finally came out with a recipe for my product. And my product is called Hand Cover. I still have that trademark today, Hand Cover. I've since reformulated it, but Hand Cover originally was like a limonene scent. Natural limonene scent. It's now more of a sweet scent. Like it's more like it got more of like it's a feminine scent. And it's still available. I sell it in the store. Yeah. But the tube has been repackaged. It looks totally different. I had to find new manufacturers for it because the people that I originally had, they went out of business and I couldn't find them. So I had to redo the whole thing, but I still have the trademark, so I just had to reformulate it and get the ingredients changed up a little bit. But I made it better.
Okay.
But that was my first product. Okay, I was selling it, and that product I was selling to doctors and nurses, and it didn't really go that well because I need to broaden my market. And doctors and nurses, they're like, they're God, so they only gonna buy so much. After a while, their ego's gonna kick in, and like, I'm not gonna help him get wealthy. So yeah. So how it is. It just fizzed out. But and then I had an opportunity to come in contact with a customer who heard me say that my kids were in daycare and they kept getting colds and kept getting sinus infections and all that kind of stuff. And she told me about this product called L'Oreal Silver. The one I told you about. Did I show you in the store? This lady told me about this product. She said, if you take this product and you just put 2 or 3 skirts in your kids' mouth before they go to school, Watch in a week, I guarantee all the ear infections, sinus infections, all that stuff will go away. And man, I did that, and I was blown away. Ever since then, I've been taking silver. I've been giving it to my kids, and then about after buying so much of it, about 3 years later, I said, man, I need to make this stuff myself. Why am I spending so much, giving so much to these companies? Because the hand cream had given me encouragement to go out and get my own product. So what I did, long story short, I figured out how I could get a colloidal silver machine, put it together, and worked on it. I got it integrated, and finally I started producing my own silver, man. And so I had to get bottles, I had to get labels, and man, when I did that, I really felt myself coming into my own. And what I started doing, I had to once I started making the product, I had to find a customer base. So while I was working at Walmart, if customers came in with prescription that weren't covered on the insurance plan or it was too expensive, I would get those names, and on my days off, I would call these people and I would find out if they really wanted to use my product. Because I would say, well, hey, I noticed you had a prescription, you couldn't afford it, your insurance didn't pay for it. Did you ever get your doctor to write another one? And if they didn't, I would say, okay, well, I got a product. Would you like to try it? And for the most part, no one ever called and reported me anything, because I could have gotten fired. I could have gotten fired for that. But check this out. I only dealt with black people. Not to say black people were gonna turn you in, but I guess they were on code enough to say this brother's hustling. I'm gonna respect the business. You got his business. You better go. Right. I ain't gonna mess up his game. Right. That's right. Unfair. Right. So the moral kicking in. That went on for a while, and I was making a little money on the side. And man, one day this lady came in who had heard that I had this product from another lady, a friend of hers who had purchased it. And she came in, and I was just out there. I was putting some I was doing something outside, doing some kind of planogram where I was putting product on the shelf. And this lady came up and she said, hey, are you that pharmacist, that black pharmacist here? Are you the manager? I said, yes. She said, a friend of mine told me that she bought something from you and it helped her with her infection. And I want to know if I could get some. I say, sure, but we got to do it on my day off. I can't really do it. I'm at work. I can't really do it. Right. So I say, yeah. So let me get your number and I'll get in touch with you. She said, yeah, son. Yeah. I'm not going to get you in trouble. But here, let me show you something. This is my issue. So she had a wig on. She pulled a wig off. And she showed me, and man, she had some serious hair loss. I'm talking about some serious hair loss. And I think she had ringworm. I don't know if she was homeless or on the verge of being homeless, but she looked like she was kind of rough around the edges. Okay. But she had money. So when I finally said, okay, well, all right. So on my day off, I went over and took it to her and everything. And I said, well, ma'am, I can't guarantee this is going to grow your hair because I don't know about this product growing your hair. I sell it for people for infections and, for bacterial infection that heal wounds and stuff. So you on your own. She said, well, son, don't worry about it. I just want it. Just let me get it and I'll be good. 3 months later, the woman come back in the pharmacy. I was at work one day and she was, we had, Walmart, they got them long lines. The line was about 20 deep, man. I was in it. I was in the thick of it. Right. And I saw her in the back of the line. She just kept waving. I kept seeing this lady back there waving. I said, who is that?
She's want to get your attention.
Trying to get my attention. And finally, she got halfway up there and she said, hey, son, how you doing? Hey, I want to talk to you. And I said, oh, my God, that's that woman that bought that stuff makes you want to grow her hair. And then my heart
pull you to a side, like you need to get out of here.
My heart started beating fast, man. And I said, "Oh man, I hope she ain't gonna make a scene. I hope the stuff worked because if it didn't work, she probably gonna come back and want her money back and probably want to try and get me in trouble." Right. So I said, "Okay." So finally, I got to the stopping point, And before she got to the front of the line, because I didn't want nobody else to hear that conversation.
Right, exactly.
I went outside the pharmacy and took her off and said, "Hey, how you doing?" Yeah, She said, "Son, you know something? You know that stuff you sold me for my hair?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "You know what?" And I'm thinking she was gonna say that stuff didn't work, and I want my money back. And I think it's not right for you to be working at Walmart. And I thought she was gonna, but she said, "Look what it did." So she had a wig on, bro.
Okay.
She pulled her wig off, and her hair had grown back.
Okay.
And all the spots, itching, everything had gone away. She said that this is a great product. I want to buy some more. So man, at that moment, a bell went off in my head. It was like a ton of bricks hit me. Like, Robert, that is a hair product. You got to find out what's in that stuff that's grew hair.
Right.
So I went to work and I said, man, how did colloidal silver grow somebody's hair? So I said, wow, okay. It must be the bacteria, killing of the bacteria. It must be killing the pathogen that's on the scalp. So that means pathogens are on the scalp.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got a product that's going to kill pathogens on your scalp, truly kill pathogens, you got a hair product. So, man, I went to work, and what I did, I made it better. Mm-hmm. I took colloidal silver and just supersized it. I juiced it up. I put it on steroids. I put some stuff in it that just made it just, I put apricot kernel oil in it, which, apricot seeds kill cancer. You do know that, right? Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Apricot kernel seeds. You can eat apricot kernel seeds. The seeds now, not the apricot flesh itself, but crack the seeds open. They look just like almonds, but they are bitter, man. Oh God, they're bitter. But they kill cancer cells. Yeah, they kill cancer. So long story short, that lady gave me what now is known as HAIRREAU. She gave me the idea to come up with a hair product. My kids and I sat down, man. We thought about it, and we had to come up with a name that was culturally appropriate for Black people, because I wanted to build something for us.
Right.
The first name we set on, man, was called. The first name we had for HAIRREAU was SS Grow New, and SS was for Simple Silver. That's the name of my Florida Silver brand that I make. That's in the store in blue bottles. Simple Silver. So SS Grow New, Simple Silver Grow New, and I was gonna trademark that, but they would not let me. The trademark department in DC would not let me use that, because they say you can't name a product after claiming that it's going to do something, because inevitably you're going to have clients or customers out there that's going to get it, and they're going to say that it didn't do it, what it said it was going to do, and then they're going to sue you. So I had to change the name. So we finally got online, man, and we started putting names, all kind of names in these generators, and these business name generators, product name generators, and we saw all kinds of stuff. And this name came up, HAIRREAU. I said, man, HAIRREAU, but it was spelled differently. I think it was HEREU or something like that. But I wanted people to know that it was a hair product, so I put 2 R's in, HAIRREAU. And the E and the A is silent. So HAIRREAU kind of made it kind of like French. I kind of want to give it some,
right,
some pizzazz. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because you automatically think,
right.
Creole.
Right. I wanted to make it savvy. I wanted to make it a product that people are gonna look and say, "Oh, what? How you pronounce his name? What is it?" HAIRREAU. Oh, that don't look like HAIRREAU, but HAIRREAU. Oh, I get that. Okay, so. Yeah, so and it stuck, man. It stuck, and a lot of people tell me they like that name, and when I tell them, I named it after the Egyptian god Horus, which was HAIRREAU. That really like gets people's attention. They say, "Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
business.
Yeah.
Okay.
So man, they just they eat that up. So I'm so glad that we settled in on that, and it's worked out well for us, for me, man. And like I say, that customer, I forgot her name. That customer gave me the idea to start HAIRREAU. She gave me the idea to create a hair product because she came in and wanted to grow her hair from something that I had no idea to grow hair. She didn't even know. She said she had read it somewhere. She saw it somewhere online where people were using it to grow their hair. I'd never heard of it. And but when I heard of it, I had to figure out I couldn't just make it off her word. I had to figure out as a pharmacist, a scientist, a chemist, I had to figure out what was it that was causing the hair to grow, so that if I'm going to go into business and make a hair product, I got to be able to explain to people, or I got to have that information so that I can talk intelligently about it, right? And tell why my product worked.
And so, not only actually just say it, but actually be able to back it up with like this
right.
You have to study.
Right. I had to know what was the basis of my product growing hair. So when you come in to my store and I tell you HAIRREAU kills bacteria, it stimulates the follicles to grow, it cleans the follicles out. That's basically what Simple Silver was doing before I even came with HAIRREAU. That's what it did. It cleaned that lady's follicles out. It cleaned her scalp off. It got the bacteria out of there, and it set her up for success. So all I did was took that product and made it better. I put in a hair follicle stimulator. I put in a moisturizer, and I got the right concentration of each one of those ingredients, so that I could make it so that it would really work, and not be too oily, not be too watery, but just enough to where it would kill bacteria, stimulate the follicle, moisturize the hair shaft. And man, it's worked, man. I'm telling you. People buy my product, and first thing they say, I've tried so many things that didn't work, and I spent thousands of dollars on product. I finally found something that worked, and all along it was the bacteria. So all along.
So look, I mean, like, I'm okay. I got like maybe like a little right here, like maybe I give you some hair,
bro. It's never too late to start with HAIRREAU. Never too late. You know why? Because HAIRREAU gonna set you up for success, even if you don't have any hair loss. If you start using HAIRREAU, it's gonna keep your scalp clean, brother. It's gonna keep your scalp clean, so you won't get no thinning in the future. You got to use HAIRREAU, bro. You gotta use HAIRREAU.
So let me ask you this: how many years has it been since you created HAIRREAU? Like, cause now I know like where it came from and everything. So, but like, how long has it been since
it was 2015? That was 2015. But I didn't put it online until 2017.
Okay.
2015, 2016, 2015 it was SS Grow New. 2016 I got the information that I couldn't do. I had to change the name up. 2016 we went to HAIRREAU. My kids and I came up with the name. I had teenagers then, and they helped me out. So I'm giving them all the credit, but so that it'll be a part of them too, so they can take it to the next level when I'm through. So I wanted to connect them to what I was doing. But yeah, I would say 2016 is when HAIRREAU came into existence, and I was just selling it to salons in Atlanta, man. I was just going around to these salons in Atlanta, just selling it, trying to get it out there. I got a couple of salons, so it's would become a distributor and start selling it for me. I got a salon in Texas, got a salon in Louisiana, and one in New York, and about 7 or 8 in Atlanta that sells it. And man, but I had to be able to make more money than just trying to be a door-to-door salesman, canvassing. So I got together with somebody, and they built me a website. And in 2017, we finally got the first website up. It's been changed 2 or 3 times, but we finally got a website up in 2017. And once I got the website up, man, and I got this person to work for me, social media person, put me on Instagram, and it just it started blowing up. It started blowing up because it has a flair to it, HAIRREAU. And a lot of people tell me sometimes, "Oh, I see you online. I see you." And I'm saying, "Wait a minute. I don't remember being where you say you saw me." So I don't know if it's the fact that it just looked like something that they've seen, or they could have seen it. I don't know, because
they probably seen the ad. It was like, oh, that looks familiar. Because
social media is crazy like that, right?
Well, I'm gonna say, because when I kind of looked it up, I noticed that there was a lot of I think you got me turned up too. I think you might have me turned up a little loud.
Okay, hold on, let me get you down here. Okay. Go ahead.
I noticed that that you had a lot of people who were actually promoting.
That better.
Yeah, great.
Okay. All right.
And a lot of people that was actually promoting your product, like different social media platforms.
Yeah.
That they was actually like, oh, these sell black business, buy black, whatever, these type of, platforms. I was like, okay, so they were supporting you in that sense.
Right.
And then I also seen some people, like some social media influencers, like with your product too. I was like, oh, okay. Like,
so you've seen it? So you've seen the product out there?
Yeah, like for instance, one of them was eRealist.
Oh, okay, yeah. They did some work for us. Yeah.
So I seen that. I was like, oh, okay, he got my man doing, And,
that campaign worked pretty good, man. We got we just reposted him. Matter of fact,
definitely. So now you got it out there. You got the product out there. So you actually got a location. Actually,
great location, man. Great location, man. This should have happened 8 years ago, man. I wish I had, but it wasn't around then. New Black Wall Street's only been here since 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So I am blessed and fortunate to be in that type of arena, be in that type of economic engine, because they do a lot for us, man. I'm telling you, they bring a lot of events there. And they put the vendors there in front of people that you never would have an opportunity to be in front of. Because like yesterday, Les Brown was there yesterday. Let's see, they've had so many.
I wish I would have knew that.
Les Brown was there yesterday, man.
I seen a couple people that was there.
Yeah.
And after the fact, like, cause I was there on Saturday, like I wish I would have known.
Les Brown was there, man. I went and heard him, man. It was outside. That was my second time seeing him. I saw him one time in Vegas.
That's one of my because
I
was hungry myself at a time when I needed that type of word.
See, Boyce Watkins was supposed to have been. Boyce Watkins was supposed to have been there on Saturday, but he's on the COVID himself. RZA Islam was there yesterday. He was there Saturday.
I seen that because I spoke with.
I saw him.
Yesterday. Yeah, look, and I would have loved to meet him too. So that was I missed out on that. I wish I would have known that.
So basically, those are just some names. Like a lot of acts come, a lot of singers and stuff come. So basically, all of their fans are gonna come and support them. And when they come in through there to shop.
Right, they're there.
They're gonna see what's in there. Oh, the new Black Wall Street. Let's see what's in here. So you have an opportunity to meet a lot of people that you normally wouldn't meet. That and I just really think it's great, man. I think it's gonna set me up for success so that we can really scale this business and I can get it on where I want to get it to the next level. Because I've been waiting a little while, man. I've been I've been trying to do this thing without getting into a whole lot of debt. I don't really want to get any loans. I've had a franchise before where I got in loans. I had to file bankruptcy because it just didn't work out. And I'm just trying not to go that way. I'm trying to do it, with my own money, my own investments. And it takes longer that way. So hopefully this is going to put me in a avenue or in an environment where I can reach the right people, get a big enough client base out there that allows me to sustain myself and not have to worry about trying to always advertise and just try and spend a lot of money that don't always pan out, to the point where I can really go on and scale my business where I have enough, because I get a lot of customers coming through Black Wall Street from all over the country, man, all over the country, California, New York, LA, Georgia, Louisiana, Texas. Those people gonna go back home, man. And I know when they start using the product, I know it's gonna work because it's gonna kill the bacteria, open up their follicles, and they're gonna be blown away like, oh my God, my hair's growing. So I know they're gonna order again. So they're gonna go to my website, covercollagen.com. I see it on the marquee there. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
I got you covered right there, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah. So they're gonna see that and they can say, oh man, I gotta get some more product. So my hardest issue, and let me share something with you as a businessman, as a person who has created a product and want to make it off of a product that they created. It ain't easy. It's hard because you're trying to get everybody to stop looking at all them other 1,000 products out there and look at yours.
Right.
And that's hard to do.
They got a name behind them.
They got money behind them.
Right.
That's hard to do, to make somebody look at you and give me a chance. It's hard to do. Everybody is struggling for those eyes, man. So you got to be different in a way that really captures people's attention. So when those people come through Black Wall Street, when I educate them and I tell them what it do, and I see their eyes light up like, man, I've never heard of that before. My stylist never told me that. I've never my
captivated. I wanted to learn more. Me and my wife were both like, oh, for real? Like, oh man, like
yeah. So
you got the chart and everything.
Yeah.
Like, got the diagram.
Yeah. So when you come through there, I'm gonna give you some education that it's gonna motivate you to go back. And so for the ladies who come through, their stylists, they're gonna be put up on game because they're gonna have some questions for them. Like, okay, what about bacteria? What about my follicles? What are you doing to make sure my follicles are conditioned and they're healthy so that my products can really work on my hair shaft and on my hair and so they're being educated in a way that they normally wouldn't have been.
But when they come back and they say, well, who told you that? It'd be like, yo, my pharmacist.
Right, my pharmacist. And he has his own products. He has his own product.
Yeah.
Right.
He's been a pharmacist for over 30-something years. I think you know what he's talking about.
And he has his own products that work. And here they are right here. Oh, okay. So yeah, all right. So it may be a lead in for maybe somebody wanting to carry the brand. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think it's a win-win. And I'm just ready to scale. I'm ready to scale. I'm coming up on 10 years right now, and I thought I would have done it before now. But hey, I'll take it wherever it comes. God got everybody's time, for them. So, I just think that we're positioning ourselves to really go to the next level. And that's what I'm going to be working on the next couple of years, trying to get it there. So, if you got some questions for me, hey, that's my story, man. That's how I got to where I am now. I'm just letting you know. Well, it hadn't been easy.
I want to say that I hope this platform or just having you right here helps, just help.
Yes, bro. Yes. I love this. I love talking and, in different articles or, talking about current events. And say, for instance, if anything ever pop up about hair, man, let's get on it. Let's conversate on it. Let's talk about it and find out what's going on and why it went on. And we can dig into it and find out what's behind the scenes. Why is this happening and who's behind it? What, because for a company to come in and make another product like HAIRREAU, they got to spend a whole lot of money because you for one thing, you got to make your own silver. If you buy your silver, colloidal silver from somebody else, you're not going to get the profit. You're not going to be able to have any profit margin because it's too expensive. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to make your product so expensive that the customer's not going to be able to afford it. So you're going to have to make your own. And to make your own, I don't think the average employee or company out there is going to want to make that kind of investment that requires them to buy a whole lot of silver. Silver is like $14 an ounce. You have to buy silver and take silver and basically bond silver to water molecules. In essence, you are taking silver and you're destroying silver because the silver itself is dissipated. The silver rods become what they call spent. They become spent. What does that mean? That means they break down. So as you bond the silver to the deionized water, the rods slowly disintegrate, but the bonding process happens and the water changed color from clear to an amber brown. So the silver that was in the rod has been bonded to the water molecule. So what happens is you're only going to get it. I'll say probably about five processes. I have to change my rods out. Mm-hmm. So you're taking silver and basically destroying it. So what company is going to go out there and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on silver that's $14 an ounce, and then take it and break it, make it so that they can make their silver, and then be without silver? And they're gonna have to spend a lot of money to destroy silver to make a product. To do that, it's got to be more expensive. If you can understand what I'm saying, you got to be able to charge more for it for them to be able to do that and get what they're trying to get out of it, and they're not gonna do it. So a little company like me can do it.
Right.
So it's an incentive for me when I start scaling to figure that out so that I can do it in a way that no one else can, because I've been out here doing it longer. I can do it in a way that no one else can do it as economically as I can. And I'm working on a process right now. I'm working on my own process so that I can do that. And once I have that manufacturing capability and able to make my own silver and keep it economically viable and make my product, bro, I'm talking about it. Just, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit then. But probably around that time, I'm going to be giving it up. I'm going to be throwing it back to my kids, man.
Right.
I'm going to be throwing it back to my kids. I'm going to do it for probably 10 more years. Okay. I'll always be in it, but I'm not going to be in it to the degree I'm in now. So when I get 69, 70, my wife and I, we're just going to chill. We're going to chill. We done started that process now.
Right.
But we still got these kids that we got to get up and get ready. I got a 21-year-old and a 23-year-old that, they trying to find their way right now. They don't really see what I see.
Right.
They're trying to find their way. They don't realize I already done created the wheel. All they got to do is come make it better.
Look,
they want to create their own wheel. I get it.
They got time. They
have time.
When you that age, you got time, man.
You got time.
Time, man. Ain't no hurry.
Yeah, they're in no hurry. So I told them, I said, well, they got 10 years. I'm going to give them 10 years. In 10 years, if you all are not showing interest, you don't want the company, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it. And I'm going to look for a black person to buy it.
And then don't ask me. Yeah. Don't ask me for nothing. From
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
On you.
That's exactly right. So, yeah. So I got an exit plan. This person told me once, when you're in business, you're gonna do. There's two things you're gonna do in business. Two things you have to do in business. You don't have a choice in the matter. If you stay in business, you either gonna close your business or you're gonna sell your business. You either gonna close it or you're gonna sell it. Because if you sell it, yeah, you get your benefit, you get all your equity out of it. If you don't sell it and you pass it to the next generation and they don't really feel it the way you feel it, and they stop being motivated, it's gonna go out of business. So they have to make a determination if they want to keep it, and they got to run it better than you ran it so that they can stay viable. If they don't, then it's going to close. It's going to go out of business. It's going to go bankrupt. So you're either going to sell it or you're going to let it go out of business. So I'm trying to train my kids now and let them know that, if you want it, you got to learn the business. You got to learn what I know. You got to get in the rut, man. And, the kids are slow to see it. They know it, but they don't see it. They know what they need to do. Right. They just don't see it.
Like they got motivated. They got time.
Yeah, they got time, don't they? They got time to make mistakes.
Right.
They got time to make mistakes. Yeah.
And I say that like I'm playing, like I say that, but I thought I had time when I was at, and I went to the service, came back home, and was like, you know what, I got time.
but man, when you look up, I felt the same way. But when you look up, you really don't have time.
No, you don't.
You need to be using those years, don't you, to get ahead of the game.
The next thing I knew, 10 years had passed. Like, woo,
gone.
Like And then I moved to Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
So adios.
And I was like,
in,
okay,
in
so
time, when you move to Atlanta, time really flies in Atlanta.
oh my,
It really flies, bro.
yeah, because it's almost been 20 years.
Oh wow, man! Wow,
It's
wow.
closer to 20 than anything else. It's been like 7
Yeah,
years. So yeah.
yeah. So
Um,
yeah, so hey, but yeah,
but so I just want to say this. I definitely appreciate you for coming on my show,
yes, sir.
talking about HAIRREAU, um, and the benefits of it, and like you say, telling people. Like I said, this is the website right here where they can find you, where they could go just if they want to go purchase the products, and then if you're in the Atlanta area, you're right out in Stonecrest or out there at Stonecrest at the Black Wall Street.
Right, the new Black Wall Street. I'm at 107 AG Gaston Lane inside of the new Black Wall Street.
Yeah, it's streets in there, y'all. It's blocks in there, yeah.
And for those of you people in Atlanta who ain't come out, just check out the new Black Wall Street. Come out there. It will make you proud. I guarantee you when you come inside, you're going to be blown away. Mm-hmm. You're going to be blown away by, the way Mr. Allen has invested his money and how he's made it so that, business owners in Atlanta can come in and at an affordable lease rate can come in and basically, set up shop and sell to people all across the country, because basically the new Black Wall Street is a destination center. It's an event center. It's an event center, destination shopping center, where when people come in from out of town, they're going to bring their family members there. Mm-hmm. Because they want them to see, wow, they want to show them Black excellence. They want to show them, wow, this is ours.
Right.
When you come in, it says ownership, ownership, ownership by Black in big sign, big words by Black. We're unapologetic by Black ownership, ownership. We're pushing that. So, if you come in with your white friends, you come in with anybody else, we're not afraid to say, we're in here for Black folks. Yeah, we want Black people to win. Yeah, bring your folks out to the new Black Wall Street. I guarantee you'll be back. If you come there, it's going to be a place where you want to bring your family members to when they come in from out of town. Trust me, I'll just tell you that. And when you come, make sure you come by HAIRREAU, specialized hair treatment, and get some good old information from HAIRREAU, me. And sometimes my kids are in there, but whoever's in there, we can help you. We can take care of you. But if you try HAIRREAU, for your fans out there, DeLeon.
Okay.
If they try HAIRREAU, I promise you, if they've had trouble with their hair, and if they still have follicles, HAIRREAU's gonna bring their hair back. I don't know if they have follicles. That's why I don't put a guarantee on my product, because I don't know if people have follicles or not. If you don't have follicles, it's not going to work on you. You're going to have
like it's too late. Yeah,
it's too late. But a lot of people have follicles and they think that they're just going to be bald and it can't get the hair back. But that's not true. If you got follicles and and I can see that you have follicles. If you use my product, it's going to open up those the top portion of your follicles that got that little plug or that plaque that's built up, and then close it off so that the hair shaft can't push out. That's what HAIRREAU does. Basically, just kills the bacteria so that the hairs can keep coming out and not be clogged off with all of the residual that has collected on the head over the year and has turned into a bacterial or fungal type situation. But yeah, it's a great product. Come on in, check me out. And make sure y'all continue to listen to this guy's show, because he's a great guy. I really appreciate him giving me the opportunity to come on here and, stand on my soapbox.
Oh man, no problem, man. I definitely appreciate you. Like I said, right here, we got the founder and the creator of HAIRREAU. Is there any last things that you would like to say about HAIRREAU and what it, just what is it that you want people to know about HAIRREAU?
HAIRREAU is a honest, endeavor. It didn't come to be by my own volition. It came to be from an idea that was taken from divine intervention, because I didn't set out to create HAIRREAU. I just saw an opportunity that presented itself, and I decided to take the next step to try and create something that could help people. And I think I've done that, and I think I'm continuing to do that by still being here. But I just want everybody to know that HAIRREAU is a great product. It's an honest product. It's not a product that you're gonna find anywhere. I don't know of any other product that can make a claim like HAIRREAU, that can guarantee to a degree, if you have follicles, that it can grow your hair and it can clean your scalp and stop your scalp from itching, and get rid of different types of hair issues. So because of that, I think I have I've helped people in a way that would have taken other companies thousands of dollars of research to try and come up with, where all I did was just took the information that I gathered and researched it to find out exactly how the product worked, and just took that and ran with it. And I just been helping people ever since. So I just want you to know, HAIRREAU is a product. It's an honest product that you can take and use, and it will help you. So I'm not gonna sit here and try and tell you that it's got a $10 billion, $10 million research R&D investment behind it. HAIRREAU was brought to me and just delivered to me, and I took my information and my educational background, my spirituality, my ability to just look at a situation and try and figure out, well, okay, what causes this, what causes that, and I just ran with it. And whenever something like that happens, that's God has something to do with it, because I didn't do it. I didn't set out to do it myself. So whenever you buy HAIRREAU, whenever you shop HAIRREAU, you are shopping a product that was divinely created. So you can take that and do whatever you want to do with it. I try not to be religious. I'm not a religious person. I do believe in God, but I just want you to know that it's an honest product that you can rest assured, if you try it, it's probably going to get you what you need. And when it comes to your growth of your hair.
There it is. There it is. You heard it. You heard it right here on ManDeleon, straight with no chaser, from Pharmacist, Robert Peterson. Please go support this Black-owned business, HAIRREAU. And here's the information right there where you can go. And what is it? Covercology.com.
Yep.
Right? You see it right there. Like I said, thank you for coming again, once again, for coming on ManDeleon, straight with no chaser.
Man, please let me know when we can do it again. Please let me know.
Hey, very soon.
Okay. Okay.
All right. All right. Well, thank you for stopping by. And
no problem. Glad I could do it.
All right. And like you said, you heard it right there. There was Robert Peterson, the owner and founder and creator of HAIRREAU. So once again, thank y'all for stopping by. It's the one and only ManDeleon, the Al Capone of the microphone. I'm out of here like a breeze through the trees, and when I'm gone, I'm taking all the leaves.